Hi, I'm Mark. This is my May review for Virgo Sun sign and Virgo rising. This month we have 3 planets retrograde. We have first lunar eclipse of the year, and we have a couple of difficult aspects that we need to overcome. We start the month with Pluto retrograde. Now Pluto is retrograde in your 5th house, and when a planet is retrograde the energy turns inward, but we can still work with that energy. And the lesson to be learned from Pluto in the 5th house is about trust. Trust in others. Trust in the connection you have with other people. Build up that trust. And the other lesson is about creativity. What do we create, and what is our contribution to society with what we create? So you can work on those for the next few months. It stays retrograde to the 5th of October. Also on the 1st we have a conjunction of Venus and a black moon Lilith. Now this is a good aspect because these two are like twins and they work very well together. This is in your 9th house, so this could bring a passion for learning. This could bring you a desire to improve yourself and expand your knowledge of the world. Also, it's good for bringing people into your life, people that can help you and maybe teach you things. On the 2nd, we have one of those aspects that you need to overcome. It's a square between the Sun and Saturn, and a lot of astrologers would consider this aspect very unlucky or very difficult to handle. But I don't believe that. I believe that this aspect just brings up issues that we'd rather not deal with, things we'd rather put off. Saturn's in your 6th house, so these issues can be to do with your health, your diet, or your daily routines. There may be things that come up that you'd rather not deal with, but they need dealing with, and they need dealing with quickly, because that's where you have a weakness. This will highlight those areas. The other aspect on that day is Neptune makes a positive aspect to that Venus black moon conjunction. So this will help you because Neptune's in your 7th house. This will bring people into life, creative, artistic people, talented people that can help you on your journey forward. On the 3rd, Mercury makes an aspect to Jupiter in the 6th house, but both planets are right at the end of the sign, so it'd be hard to get any positive energy out of this aspect. On the 4th, Mercury moves into his own sign of Gemini, and it's your 10th house, the 10th house of career and destiny. So the emphasis will change over this month as Venus and the Sun also move into that 10th house. On the 6th, there's love in the air because the Sun makes a conjunction to Cupido, that's Cupid, the asteroid, and you know what happens with Cupid's arrow, so you may be drawn to someone magically on a day like this. Venus, the planet of desire, makes a positive aspect to Pluto in the house of love, the 5th house. There's an opportunity here today where you might meet someone and literally fall in love, or if you're in a relationship it can really heighten with an intensity of desire within the relationship. On the 8th, Venus makes the same square aspect to Jupiter, but again they're right at the end of the sign, and it'll be hard pushed to get anything good out of this. The only thing you may be able to do is immerse yourself, indulge yourself in something you really enjoy doing to get some pleasure. On the 9th, Venus moves into Gemini and joins Mercury there. Then on the 10th, there's a difficult aspect between Mars and Uranus. Now, Mars is in your 11th house. This might be a day when you get bored or fed up with friends around you or colleagues, and you desire something with a little bit more excitement, a little bit more interaction. So you may seek out people who you can have a like-minded conversation with. Also on that day, it'll be very difficult to be assertive because Mars makes a square to Chiron, so this will dull down the Mars assertive energy. Then there's good news as well because Mercury makes a conjunction to the North Node, and this is great because this can open up things. This is a good time to plan and envisage things in the future in your career or in your chosen path of destiny. Mercury here can help you communicate with people that can assist you going forward. Remember, Venus and the Sun are going to make the same aspect over the next week or so, so it's a time to really align yourself with your destiny within your career path or your chosen path. On the 11th we have a new moon. The new moon is in Taurus, your fellow earth sign. So this is a very positive new moon for you. It's good to get outside, do some gardening or walk in nature, feel that connection with Mother Earth. It's also a good time to take stock of what you have, not only possessions but skills and talents you have, and put them to good use in the future. The new moon's in your 9th house. The 9th house is the spirit of adventure, to learn and grow. So any activities you may start now will stand you in good stead. And you may feel a bit restless and a bit fed up with this new moon. So it's good to try new things, be adventurous, and what you learn will really help you in the future. On the 12th, Sun makes a positive aspect to Neptune. This is in your 7th house. So this is a good time to relate to others. On the same day, Mercury makes a positive aspect to Saturn. So this is very good for talking and listening to people. It's a time when you can give good counsel to other people and advise them. You'll be able to sense what they're all about. You'll be very intuitive when it comes to others, and it's good to help them, and also good to advise them if they need that. Then on the 14th, Jupiter moves into your 7th house and Pisces as well. So this adds more weight to this. Then on the 16th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to Pluto. Pluto's in your 5th house, creativity. The Sun's in the 9th house of expanding the mind. So this is a good time to involve yourself in anything creative or artistic that will give you freedom to express. Between the 17th and the 19th, we have Venus making 3 positive aspects. The first one is a conjunction to the Moon's North Node, and this is excellent. This is in your career house. This is an ideal time to manifest the ideal job or career move that you so desire. And also, if you're on your chosen path, is to find the right track, the right path for yourself now. Also, with Venus in this position, it's likely that a romantic interest or a partner could help you to achieve this, or could be very influential in your future. Then on the 18th, there's an aspect between Venus and Chiron. It's a good time today to heal any wounds to do with rejection with your career or destiny. Then on the 19th, there's a positive aspect to Saturn. Saturn's in the area of everyday work, so this is when you can really sort things out at work. You can discuss with authority figures, bosses, and really get things sorted out on a day-to-day level as well. The Sun moves into Gemini on the 21st and into your 10th house. So you now have 3 planets in the 10th house as the shift of emphasis is happened. Immediately the Sun makes a square to Jupiter in the 7th house. Now Jupiter's just moved house into Pisces as well. So this is fantastic because the last 2 aspects between Mercury and Venus, the planets were both at 29 degrees and very depleted in energy and influence. Now the Sun and Jupiter are both at 0 degrees. This is maximum strength, maximum energy. So you can really take good from this. Sun Jupiter is about opportunities to grow and expand. And this will be through other people and through your chosen path, because we have the 10th house featured and the 7th house. So you can achieve more now in combination with someone else than you could ever on your own. There's a little bit of a tricky situation on that day as well, because Mercury makes an aspect to Neptune. Communication can get misunderstood or misplaced, so just be very open and honest on this day with your communications and all will be well. But any misunderstandings you need to clear up immediately. On the 23rd we have our second planet going retrograde. This time it's Saturn and it's in your 6th house. The lesson to be learned here is to serve others with patience, without the need for a pat on the back or a great reward. The other lesson is to look after your health. On the 25th we have a great aspect. Pallas comes together with Neptune. These two work very well together. You have the imagination and creativity of Neptune, the strategy, planning and intellect and wisdom of Pallas all coming together. This is a great time to discover any hidden talents you may have It's a great time to bring out the best in people, because this is in your 7th house. So again, this is a good time to work with others, especially on a creative project. You can achieve so much. This lasts till the 4th of June, so there's plenty of time to work with this positive energy. The only drawback is on between the 26th and 29th, there's 2 aspects from Venus and Mercury, which are squares, so there could be a difficulty or a blockage to overcome on them few days. On the 26th we have our first eclipse of the year. This is a total lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. Now, this eclipse belongs to the Saros 5 North series, which means it can bring hunches, it can bring insights, it can bring messages from the unconscious or the psychic realm. It's a very insightful family of eclipses. So you need to be aware, and any hunches you get, any dreams or visions, you need to act on those. Now, the full moon in Sagittarius is about going on a quest for freedom, adventure, and maybe that you've had a lot to do with work or other duties at the moment, so you'll want time to explore now and be free. But with the 4th and 10th houses active and your eclipse in the 4th house, it's a time to balance. It's a time to balance your personal life with your professional life. It's time to balance home and work and get these in right. Otherwise you may come into the tendency of overdoing things, taking on too much, and then things will all go wrong. So get the balance there and all will be good. Now, the other thing with this eclipse is that there's a conjunction with the moon's node, so the sun is conjunct the north node in your 10th house. So again, this is a time when you'll be compelled to align yourself with your true destiny, whether this is on your chosen path or through your career or your public standing. You will be compelled to fulfill this destiny now. On the 29th, Mars makes a positive aspect to the Pallas Neptune conjunction in the 7th house. Mars is in the 11th house. So this adds physical strength and endurance to the creativity of Neptune and the planning of Pallas. So this is great. And it's good to work with other people. This is good because you'll be considerate of others and their needs, and you'll work very well, either in a group or in a team. Then on the 29th we have a 3rd planet going retrograde. This time it's Mercury. The lesson of Mercury in the 10th house retrograde is to be discretionary in speech, to be observant, to be clever, to be mindful of other people's feelings and needs. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you.